Yo, Phil Black, Creative Drive, what it do? We out here, man. Just had to pop back out. You know, we did the festival over the weekend, July 4th weekend. It was popping. You know, the first day was so hot. A lot of people didn't even come out till like 7. It was hot. You know what I'm saying? Saturday was better. It wasn't a crazy turnout, but we did our numbers though, you know? It definitely showed us that, you know, POC definitely showed us that the festival game is our lane. Definitely our lane. So we already got joints lined up. Now we working on the website and launch the website real soon. And just get it going. You know what I mean? It all started with pushing Dead Broke Ain't Living. And the first joint, I used to sell mixtapes back in the day. When I was DJing, I would sell mixtapes. I made people at school, you know, like whatever the hot shit was. I make mixtapes and double them up, sell them to people. But the first actual, something I say official release was senior year. We did Exhibit 8. That was a mixtape. It had you know, new music from new artists, like, you know, popular artists. Like one of the songs that we had on that tape in '99, it was '99 and 2000, but probably was 2000. But yeah, one of the songs on there was 50 Cent Hustler. Rule number 1, don't go against the grain. Rule number 2, give respect where respect due. That one. That was supposed to be on the Power of a Dollar album that never dropped. That was on there. We had a Sporty Thieves song on there. What else we had? Then also what we had, we did this blend, and the first song was a blend over the Quiet Storm beat. We called it A Storm Is Brewing, and it had a verse from Jada, Big Pun. I think it was a Prodigy verse on there. I forgot who else. Then also we had booked the studio, and we had artists from the Ville come through. You know what I mean? They came through and recorded like freestyles or whatever. We had Strange and Wild Bill, Fabo, had my man Elizabeth came through. Elizabeth. Fabo. You know what I mean? My man Troy came through. And man, it was a good look. So, and that's how we had came up with the whole concept for like Green Brick Entertainment. And we made the cover of that was like, you know, said Exhibit A, and it had like on the actual CD it had a picture of a pretty ass marijuana flower. I know somebody got that. I'd love to see it. It was like real nice looking piece of bud, like, but a plant though, not like a, you know what I mean, cured bud. Like it was a plant still growing. And yeah, that shit was lit, man. And that was the first one to where it's like we was actually selling that shit, you know. Sold a lot of copies too. Put them shits in Papa D's. You know what I mean? That was the first thing I dropped. I had put in stores. I was put that in Papa D's when Papa D's had moved from, it's crazy, when I first started going to Papa D's, I couldn't even drive yet. That's when it was over in Northwoods by Henderson. Right down the street from my town, across the street from my town. You know what I mean? My dad used to bring me there. And yeah, at this time, they were already had moved to across the street from the mall. Yeah. So we had, you know, put the joints in there. They were selling out of there. Then I would move around, you know. And I had them with me, selling them to people. So it really started like 2000. That was 2000. So, and but yeah, that's the Get It Gone origins. You know what I mean? Like, if we really go back before the name was Get It Gone, we was getting it gone. And you know, the dope thing about the festival is like Nashi was out there getting it gone. He was the one driving all the revenue. You know, he was getting all the people to come to the table to come take a look at, you know, the merch. To the point where people was like, yo, this y'all best salesman, yo. You better make sure you pay that man good. They're like, man, I would have walked by if it wasn't for him. You know, a couple people even gave him money. Like, after they bought, you know what I mean, merch, they come back and give him money. I had to give a couple people extra change. You know what I mean? Now she was catching all type of damn tips and extra bread. So yeah, you know, he been doing this for a while though. Like, we used to be in Baltimore. He had his candle business, and you know, we would go to certain spots. We would post up. He'll sell his candles and shirts. I'm talking about since he was like, shit, 7, 8. You know what I mean? Like, he never had a problem like getting it going. So, and his homie Sky, nephew, well, that was a good one. It was a good experience and a precursor to what's happening. You know what I mean? And the music would go along with that to support. You know what I mean? Like, have a two-tiered approach. You know what I mean? Until we get more copies of the CDs and vinyls, get the vinyls out for the new projects. And yeah, we dropping Decisions off of Evermore. That's gonna be July 26th. And that's, you know, part 2 of the Decisions Are Forever series. That basically songs that we left on the cutting room floor, songs that Clientele produced that we never put out. You know what I'm saying? So this particular project is songs that Nashi curate. You know what I'm saying? He just went through all the music that I did with Clientele. He picked out a 10 he liked, sequenced them, and put them all together. You know what I mean? You'll see the album cover in the thumbnail for the video. But yeah, man, good. We got some good things going on. Motion going, you know. And it's right on time. But yeah, pulling up. We out of here. Peace.